Hello ukulele folks, Mr. Koenig here once again. Sorry I didn't get this done last night. It was a rush to get out of here before the storms hit. Hope you all stayed dry and safe. Anyhow, this week we started a little bit of work on playing some note patterns using the notes F, G, and A written on the staff. And it's going to help out because once we know all these patterns, it'll be easy to play melodies as well as to improvise our own melodies. On the ukulele, we play the note F on the second string here, first fret. The note G, third fret of that same string, and A is first string open. And so, let me get my video out of the way here. Your child should have come home with a sheet of ukulele patterns like so, and there are actually 4 pages here, 28 different patterns kind of arranged in order of precedence or order of difficulty. So anyhow, I'll play a little bit for you and so you can hear what these sound like. The challenge is going to be to not write in the names of the notes. At first, it's fine, for the first week or so of playing these, feel free to write an A next to an A like here, or an F next to an F, right, like that. But as we get more accustomed to them, it shouldn't be writing in those names. So for instance, the first line here will sound like, easy enough. The second line will sound something like this. Notice if I'm playing an open string A here, and I'm then going to play an F on the next note, I can actually leave my finger down. I don't have to move it as I change. I can leave it down even during the pattern there. 3 would sound like this. And I'll scroll through here. Number 4, this one right here. Number 5 would sound like this. Notice so far I've used just F and A. When we get down to number 7 here, we're going to incorporate F, G, and A. And if you're ever trying to figure out on this particular page which one is G, it's always the one with the line through it. It's sitting on the line. So number 7 will sound like this. Sorry, let me play that again for you. Number 8 would be backwards of that, which is also the beginning of hot cross buns. Number 9 and number 10. I try to encourage the kids to not look at their hands as they play. If you see your child playing an F like this and then sliding up to play G, you want to remind them that in this first position, F is first finger on the first fret, G is third finger on the third fret. First fret, third fret, first fret, third fret. Keep them there. Don't be sliding around. Otherwise, you're going to have to look at your fingers to see where they are. And we're trying to do it without looking. As well, make sure that their posture is pretty good. If you see their ukulele going like this, it's probably not a great idea. We want the neck of it kind of up at a pretty decent angle there, maybe 30 to 45 degrees. When you get to the 3rd and 4th pages, we incorporate eighth notes. They are simply twice as quick as the quarter notes. So for instance, number 15, bum 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 bum, would sound like this. And number 16 would sound like this. And they get progressively more difficult as we go, like for instance number 21 down there. I encourage the kids to not just practice them until they've got them perfect, but rather try playing a couple times and then move on to the next one, and play a couple times, move on to the next one. These patterns are not for the kids to either memorize or learn down pat. This is for coordinating the reading visually with playing at the same time. memorization is great, and we're going to be doing a bit of that, but we want to make sure that at no time is it the only thing that we do. We did another song today or yesterday that you might recognize. We did Deep in the Heart of Texas, which incorporates two different chords, the F major chord, which is here. We've got that on our chord sheet, and the C7 chord, which is strummed here. So here's our F major chord and our C7 chord. So we first learned it by learning the clapping pattern. The stars at night are big and bright. Right? And then we incorporated that into our playing. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high. And we just did a down, up for the strums there, or up, down, either way, alternating the hands on that particular rhythm. I mentioned that, and we didn't write this down. This was all oral. We were trying to figure this out. Every time we sing the word Texas is a chord change. I'll play how we finished up, which is with a strum pattern that incorporated both that and accompanying the whole song. It starts on an F chord. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. See that change? The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas. The sage in bloom is like perfume, deep in the heart of Texas. Reminds me of the one I love, deep in the heart of Texas. So good luck with that one. Have some fun and just try to play along as much as you can. We didn't do much else other than just a little bit of reviewing on some of the other songs. Chicken on the fence post can't dance Josie, chicken on the fence post can't dance Josie. Just practicing changing those chords at the appropriate time. And how are you going to do that? Well, by looking at the chord sheet to know which chords that or how the chords are formed, as well as following the lyrics and the notes in the page and changing the chord at the same time as whatever particular lyric goes with that chord. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to send me a note, send me a message. We're practicing a whole bunch, I hope. Doesn't have to be hours upon hours, but we're looking for at least picking up the instrument several times a week. I was talking with a parent who said their piano is kind of right in the way in the house there. It's kind of just out. It's not off to the side or whatnot. It's just right there in the middle of the room. And their son, every time he walks by the piano, he stops, plays a little bit, and then continues onward. I think that's a great story. I love it because that's getting that experience all the time. So I'd encourage you to maybe even leave your ukulele out, of course in a safe place where it's not going to get knocked off or bumped or cracked or anything, but encourage the kids to play as much as possible. We'll only get better. Well, I hope you all have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Thanks.